Hey guys, Layla here. So I'm finally back with some more 100 line Last Defense Academy. So last time I was thirsting very hard over Takemaru. And this time I will also thirst very hard over him, so let's get going. Continue. Ding dong, bing bong.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
Deja vu, man. Deja vu. I bet he's gonna do this every single day. Just like how it happened in Danganronpa.
Well, it's your second day, but technically your first morning, so let's start it off on the right foot! I've prepared a fabulous breakfast banquet to give you plenty of energy and bloodlust for the day ahead! Everyone, make your way to the cafeteria, on the double!
Alright. Was that some kind of wake-up call? What a depressing way to start the day. I didn't like the sound of that give you plenty of bloodlust stuff either. I hope he hasn't laced our food with something to make us more aggressive. What would do that? More testosterone? I guess I should head to the cafeteria. I don't want any trouble. Alright. Alright. Anything to... No. Can I just teleport? Map. Oh, or maybe... How do you check the map here? Nobody. Oh, everyone's here, I guess. So can I teleport? Nope, of course not. Here he is. Oh my god, he's so sexy. What the fuck? Ah. Alright. Okay. I am being really shameless here, so I'll tone it down. There it is again, a totally open, unobstructed sky. Damn. I still can't get used to it. Every time I look up, it's like a reminder of how bizarre this whole thing is. Seeing the sky gives me this weird, uneasy feeling like I could get sucked up into it and keep falling forever. If I stay here for long enough, will staring up into infinite space like this start to feel normal? No, there's no way I can get used to something so unnatural. It's just so bizarre. I'd rather go back to my nice, safe life in the residential complex. Don't be a little bitch, man. Alright, Takumi. Can I go into Takemaru's room? No. Come on, let me go in. I want to sniff his panties. Alright. Here. Okay, I guess it's all the way down. Why can't I just teleport? Strange. Do you want me to walk? Wow.
Yeah.
I know you must be excited about getting to live in an awesome school like this, but don't let your guard down. The invaders are still out there. You soldiers are basically immortal though, so you've got nothing to fear from them.
Hey!
Right, immortal. What exactly do you mean by that though? I told you before, didn't I? It's all thanks to our friend Himoanima. No matter how serious your injuries are, it'll fix you up good as new. Of course, you still have to deal with the pain of fatal injuries, so don't get too complacent. I don't want you getting sloppy out on the battlefield. You gotta fight like your life depends on it every time. This is so crazy. I can barely believe all this is really happening. Alright, there. Cafeteria! Go sit next to Takemaru. Go sit next to Takemaru. Oh, here he is! up there in the far right in the back. Alright, everybody, dig right in and get yourselves all fueled up. Oh, this fucking bitch, man. Didn't you hear me? I said dig in. This is no time to worry about proper table manners.
Dig into what? Half of us are stuck with dry bread again.
Personally, I'm grateful we have anything to eat at all. We've had days in the TRC when we had to make do with much less than this.
The TRC. They say it again. What is the TRC? Brother dearest, please, I don't want to think about that.
Let me guess, if we want anything more substantial, we have to agree to fight.
In that case, I'll stick with the dry bread. Boring, plain, flavorless dry bread.
Suit yourselves, but there's one more thing I need from you. I'd planned to do this on the day you transferred in, but I had to push it back because of the enemy attack.
What is it this time?
I want you to take a tour of the Last Defense Academy campus. You're going to be living here, so you might as well get to know the place. There are a ton of rooms and facilities you haven't seen yet.
It sounds like fun. You got any rooms where the door locks behind you and you have to solve obscure logic puzzles to get out? If there are, you can go in on your own.
This is no ordinary school, you know. You're bound to find something to surprise you.
Hey!
So once you've finished breakfast, put on your walking boots and go explore your new home. I feel like we're playing right into Suray's hands, but we should probably try to get a better idea of what kind of place this is. We might even turn up some clues about what that special something we're protecting is. No time like the present. Let's take a look around. I didn't get to eat. Fine. Oh, that's the fridge. Oops. There's a lot of food in this fridge. Okay. And... ooh. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? So, let's see the map. Here, in the strange room, and the entrance hall. There's Shoma over here. I don't care. Here he is, the training room, of course. Of course, our man needs to be in tip-top shape to protect everyone. Alright. Okay. Alright, there's a bunch of things that we should do. So I guess... let's start with this floor. Ooh, go back. Boys' bathroom. Wait, boys' bathroom. Anything of, no, nothing. Nope. Okay, fine, I'll talk to you. Yes, is something wrong? Oh, I'm in your way, aren't I? I'm sorry. I should know better than to take up valuable breathing space. It's fine, Shoma. You're not in the way. I just wanted to talk to you. I'm warning you, talking to a feeble-minded dweeb like me will only leave you worn out and frustrated. Not to mention how your reputation will suffer from being seen with me. Unpopularity as profound as mine might be contagious, you know. You're really better off ignoring me like everyone else. Don't think of me as a person. Think of me as a pile of garbage that randomly makes noises every now and then. It felt weird reading this, I swear. I kind of spaced out part way through what he was saying. I think it boiled down to, don't talk to me though. Strange room. Of course she's in the strange room. What the? Oh, it's you, Darumi. What are you doing alone in the dark in here? Aren't the lights working?
Looks like they're not, but it's cool. I actually prefer it this way. The real world is a little too bright for me. Hard, bright, and violent. Sometimes just getting through it is a real drain.
I don't know about that. For me, spending all day in this kind of darkness would probably be much worse. Let's check the strange machines.
Sure is a lot of fancy equipment in here. I wonder what it all does. Ooh, I've seen these in movies and stuff. You climb inside the pod, fire it up, and your consciousness is transported into another world. Like virtual reality? They are so advanced. You get to leave your old life behind and live in a world totally tailored to your whims. I wish I had one of these at home.
That sounds a little too good to be true.
Looks like this one's broken though, just like me.
Oh no.
I've tried every button and switch I could find, but it won't turn on.
Is it okay for us to be touching stuff without really knowing what it does?
Of course not. I just told you the damn thing's broken, didn't I?
Whoa, why is she so angry all of a sudden?
Unless I can get Saray to fix this, escaping into a perfect fantasy world is going to be just that, a fantasy.
Now she's crying? I can't keep up with this girl's mood swings. More importantly, is this machine really broken? What happened to her? I'm really curious. I'm so curious. I can't tell myself. Guess I'll take Darumi's word for it. I guess so. Alright. Well, let's leave her to her sorrow. This is a boys' bathroom. Okay, alright. I know is there anything else in this floor? Yes. Here. Space. Takumi, you came to check out this area too?
Huh?
Yeah, what is it? Some kind of entrance hall?
Huh.
Entrance and exit, of course. Even if we left the school from here, we'd still have to contend with the wall of flames. You're welcome to leave the school building at your own discretion, but there's no real point in doing so. Wow. How do you pronounce that? Where did you come from? As your commanding officer, it's my duty to offer guidance and support wherever and whenever you need it. I can appear anywhere on school grounds. Anyhow, even if you make it past the flames, there's just a whole lot of nothing on the other side.
Hey.
But if you feel like a change of scenery, be my guest. He's gone. How does he move so fast? Don't worry about him. I found something much more interesting. Interesting how? Those machines over there. Go take a look at them. Here. What's so interesting about these? What are they even for? It seems they're a special model of fire extinguishers. That looks so weird. Fire extinguishers. Just eat it in there, man. That's right. I put them here so that you can use them to go exploring. You again? Would you mind telling Takumi what you told me? No sooner said than done. During your stay here, there may be times when you want to wander off school grounds and explore the surrounding area. That's where these fire extinguishers come in. To put out that fire? With a little help from your hemo anima, you can use these to temporarily put a hole in the wall and open a way forward. Whoa, wait a minute. You're saying we can actually put out the undying flames? There's nothing stopping us from using these and just getting out of here? Yeah, your pal Outski had the same idea, but there's nothing but ruins out there. Just ruins? You might find useful bits and pieces among the rubble, or maybe even some items you can still use in the old towns. That's if the invaders don't get to you first. There's invaders out there? Oh sure, the place is crawling with them. The wall of fire is there to keep them out, remember? Not only that, but you can't be revived if you die outside school grounds. It's a dangerous business going out the door into the unknown. And we're a long way from the Tokyo residential complex here. You'd never make it on foot, so don't even think about it. So much for that idea. Coming up with plans to escape will only lead you to despair. I'm sure you can find a much more productive use of your time.
Despair. Despair.
Hope and despair. Are we going to revisit these themes again? Like focusing on protecting the school and by extension humanity for the next 99 days and ensuring a peaceful, harmonious future. You all want this story to have a happy ending, don't you? So beyond the wall is just ruins.
At least we have hope now. If there's a way to get past the flames, there's a way for us to get home.
Huh? Weren't you listening just now? Suri said we're too far away from the complex to make it on our own. I wouldn't put too much stock on anything he says. In fact, isn't it a little suspicious he went out of his way to let us know that? There must be some way to get back to the TRC. Oh, okay, I get it now. The TRC is the Tokyo Residential something.
He's just hiding it from us.
Personally, I think the truth is the exact opposite of what he said. The best use of our time isn't following his orders, but finding a way home. I refuse to believe the future of humanity could possibly depend on us. We'll get out of this somehow. That's the idea I'm putting my faith in. Sounds like Eito's determined to defy Suri to the very end. To be honest, I can't say for sure that he's making the wrong choice. That's what makes this so hard. Oh well, we need at least one character who's gonna like defy everything, so that we know what happens if he does. Let's see now. Oh my god. Oh god. I'm not prepared. I'm not mentally prepared for this. Hello? This room, it said training room on the door, but it looks more like a video game arcade. How are we supposed to train in here? Hey Takumi, you've been checking out this place too, right? Yeah, a little. The more I see of it, the less I like it. Who was in charge of the decor here? I agree. Like, I mean, look at our fucking rooms, man. There ain't a shred of class in the whole damn school. Okay. Where's the leopard print sofas, the hot pink drapes, the gilded doorknobs? Is that so much to ask? Oh my god. You know what? That's just fabulous. He's got fabulous taste. Is that his idea of class? That's my idea of class now. Upgrade class weapon. Looks like something from an old video game arcade. How are we supposed to train with this? All these machines just look like arcade games to me. There he is. Remarkable, sir. You picked out the best one in the house. You clearly have impeccable taste. What? Another wow. Stop jumping out at me like this. This is the Academy's state-of-the-art VR trading machine. I mean, using your actual muscles and getting all sweaty is just so last century. Am I right? That's why we developed these machines to help you hone your skills using just your neural impulses and our cutting-edge technology. I don't get it. Will playing a game really help us? Your hemo anima gets stronger the more you use it, just like your muscles, your brain, and your baloney pony. What's a baloney pony? You should consider dropping by to train when you're off duty. You can even get some friends together for a group session.
Hey.
Just keep it in your pants when you're... Just keep it in your pants when there's ladies present, okay? Alright, so it's fair game when there's men present, right?
Hey!
Because I won't keep it in my pants if Takemaru's there. What's in my pants is none of your business, you little pervert. VR training. I've got to admit, I'm kind of curious about it. Maybe I'll give it a try later. Cool. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye. We will see each other again soon. Alright. What's next? I like her. She's so cute. Tsubasa's so cute. This must be the infirmary. But when I think infirmary, this definitely isn't the kind of room that comes to mind. Although I guess that could apply to any part of the school. Alright. Kawana! I know you've already made your thoughts on this clear, but are you sure you don't want to fight alongside the rest of us? Huh? No, absolutely not. Just thinking about it makes me feel like I'm gonna... What's wrong? Let's just say I'm not suited for combat, like on a physiological level. Sorry. Physiological? What's she even talking about? Does this have something to do with how she always starts looking queasy when we talk about fighting? Why does she look queasy when we talk about fighting? Okay, what is this corpse recovery drone? This machine. It's the same flying coffin that rescued Darumi from the battlefield. Sere called it a corpse recovery something. When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies in action, the corpse recovery drone will automatically retrieve their body. That's what the manual says anyway. It's all completely automatic, huh? Seems like it. When the school's defense system detects one of us has died. Wow, it sounds so creepy saying that out loud. Anyway, when that happens, it launches a drone to find the body and bring it back to the infirmary. And once it gets here, you see that big machine over there? According to this, it's called the Revivomatic. Okay. It's got data on all of us, right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state. And then we're alive again, just like that. Why does it have to verify who the victim is first, though? Maybe so our enemies can't use the machine if it falls into their hands? Tsubasa really gets a chance to show her serious side when machines are involved. This sure is amazing tech. I still can't figure out the exact mechanism it uses to instill life back into the body. I'm not satisfied writing it off as just the Hemo Anima did it. That makes it sound more like magic than real technology. While we're on the subject, Hemo Anima itself is pretty fishy. It's supposed to infuse our blood with a special power, right? But how does it do that exactly? Maybe we'll find out more about it someday. Not unless me and the other holdouts agree to fight too. Sorry, but there's no way that's happening. Seriously, who was in charge of picking the members of this unit? What kind of criteria did they use to fix on us? Something tells me the only way to find out is to keep fighting. We just keep going in circles here. Yeah, alright. Next. Where are we going next? Ah, her. I dislike her a little bit more every time she berates. Every time she berates Mai Takemaru. Alright. Yes, Mai Takemaru. He's mine. Mine! What in the... A surprisingly stately door stood in the middle of an otherwise nonsensical looking space, defiantly blocking the way forward. The hallways and classrooms of this school were all pretty strange, but this put them all to shame. It wasn't so much the door itself that was out of place, but what was in front of it. But like, don't we have the thing to put out the undying flames temporarily? This door looks pretty solid. More importantly, that weird fire in front of it. That's probably the special something that we're like protecting. They're the undying flames. I thought so. But why are they here inside the school? To stop anyone from opening this door, I imagine. If it's that important, then yes, whatever's behind this door is the thing we're fighting to protect from the invaders. Right behind this door is something that could wipe out humanity in the wrong hands. I wonder what it is. Do you think we'll ever find out? We could try breaking down the door ourselves, but that may prove difficult. Convincing the others to join the fight so Saray will tell us the truth seems like a more efficient choice to me. I don't think convincing them will be that easy. This kind of decision is something they have to come to on their own. You're still thinking like a civilian. You need to toughen up, or we'll end up in the worst possible scenario. What do you mean? Let's just say it's in everyone's best interest to get the others onto the battlefield with the rest of us. By any means necessary. Oh jeez. It sounds like she has something in mind already. She wouldn't force them to fight against their will, would she? Oh, she would. I'm sure she would. We may not have known each other very long, but I can definitely imagine Hiruko taking a hardline approach with anyone who refuses to do as she says. There's something about her that radiates authority, leaving no room for argument. Okay, now the war room. Saray. Defense system. It's the RGB of a desktop. It's a fan. RGB fan for a desktop. We're inside a big desktop. That's what it is. What's this machine here? It looks important. That controls the school's central defense system. It's the core of the entire Last Defense Academy experience. Without this, there's no early warning system, no defensive barrier, no automatic battle prep, no nothing. It controls battle functions like defense mode and radar, along with more everyday stuff like electricity and water supply. It's a true supercomputer that keeps all aspects of the school up and running without any need for extra engineers or maintenance staff. It's all completely automatic, huh? Whoa, I can tell you what you're thinking. If it's all automatic, what do we need Saray for? But my role here is just as important as the computers. No one can motivate you to or affect your morale like I can. Sure. He's right about that, but not in the way he thinks exactly. Alright, now it's time to talk to you. Hey there, Sumino. How's your exploration of the campus going? If you need help or advice with anything, feel free to let me know. Don't think of me as your commanding officer. Think of me as your friend. A friend who commands respect and dictates your every move, but in a fun way. He's got some nerve acting friendly after forcing us into this messed up situation. Whose side is he on anyway? Does he care about saving humanity like he says, or does he have some kind of ulterior motive? Oh, did you come here for another explanation of what your hemo anima can do? This power is the key to your success and survival here at the Academy. It's worth your while to have a firm grasp on the basics. Sure. The hematomorphic infusion blades you all carry, infusers for short, thank you. I would not be able to pronounce the whole thing over and over, are the pinnacle of human achievement and ingenuity. When you stab it into your heart, a miraculous power flows into your body, transforming your regular old blood into superhuman hemoanima. By harnessing that power and shaping it into physical form, you all gain access to your class armor and class weapons. Class weapon is a manifestation of your own innate strength. Each one is just as unique as you are. Activating your hemoanima for the first time should also have unlocked your specialist skills. These are additional abilities with a wide array of applications. Learning to use them strategically will make you better fighters than ever. Okay, but how does it do all that? What's the actual process behind? Don't get so hung up on the details. Surrender to the heat of battle. Yell, I am thou, or JoJo reference or something, and just go with it. And that's the end of my totally comprehensive explanation. If there's anything else you don't understand, you should probably resign yourself to remaining ignorant. But if this power is so miraculous or whatever, why give it to regular students like us? Why were we chosen? All All will be made clear when you convince the whole group to join the fight, but not before. Guess I should have seen that coming. One more thing, while you're here, want me to go over the undying flames again? That wall of fire outside protects the school from a lot of threats, but it'll hurt you just as bad if you get too close. I'm fine. Look, you can skip the dialogue if you want, but at least pretend to listen. True to their names. The undying flames never run out of fuel and can't be smothered or extinguished by ordinary means. However, the flames only affect organic matter. They don't damage the surrounding buildings, rocks, or anything like that. If you and your friends were to drive a car through it, it'd only be the people inside that would get burned to a crisp. They ignore regular physics and run on their own rules. Are they magic or something? The undying flame barrier has a radius of a little over half a mile, with the academy at the very center. The wall itself is 30 feet thick. Oh my god, 30 feet thick. Blocking out even the most powerful of invaders. Or at least, that was the case. More recently, the enemy has developed a special means of getting through. Lucky for us, the flames can sense them coming and automatically shift the school into defense mode when they do. At the same time, an alarm is set off to let all of you know it's time for battle. So when the alarm goes off, the enemy is already on their way. The invaders always leave a day or two between attacks. It's my guess that their means of getting through the flames takes time to prepare or recharge. We haven't been able to deduce any consistent patterns though. You should assume the next attack could come at any time. One more thing. The wall only goes so high, but there's no danger of anything flying in. Man, doing his voice hurts my throat so much. If the flames sense something trying to pass over them, they'll form a fiery hand and drag the intruder right back down again. The undying flames act with a will of their own to keep the school safe. Add that to your list of things to be grateful for. I could ask any number of questions right now, but I doubt I'd get any answers. I've got no choice but to accept that this is the way things are now. Technically, the fiery hand has a limited range too, so coming in from space might be possible. Well, as long as the enemy doesn't think of that, we should be fine. Alright, you've made it very clear how well defended this place is. What I really want to know is, what's it all for? You won't tell us. What are we protecting here? I told you before, didn't I? You'll learn that once you get the non-fighters to start fighting. Ding dong, bing bong.
Hey there, troops!
He's right
How's
there
your
in
tour
front of
the
me though.
campus going? I figure it's about
I
time
want
you
one of
met
those
back up and
massage
compared
chairs.
notes. Report to the cafeteria immediately!
I'm not too crazy about dropping everything to do what he says, but I've pretty much finished looking around anyway. Guess I'll head back to the cafeteria. Oh, jeez. So, what did you think? Have you fallen in love with the place yet? Is it so wonderful that you want to spend the rest of your lives here? There's no way we'd feel that good about it. Well, if you don't like it, just tough it out. 100 days isn't all that long. And there's more important things at stake than your personal comfort. Why even ask us if you're ultimately going to discount our opinions? You may have noticed some features that aren't available yet, but don't worry. It's all part of my roadmap of staggered content releases. I'll reveal more of the school's facilities little by little, so you'll always have something new to look forward to and motivate you going forward. Be more specific. Exactly how do you intend for us to spend our time here when we're not fighting? Alright, we are a school after all. You're probably expecting some kind of curriculum and a proper schedule. But we don't have one here. Surprise!
What? No schedule?
Unless there's an invader attack like the one yesterday, you're free to spend your time however you see fit. So we don't gotta go to classes or nothing? Shit, man, you should have led with that. Yeah, man. I wanna go there just because Takemoto's there, man.
Don't tell me you're actually buying into this.
It's not like we can leave. Might as well make the most out of it while we're here.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly. I think it's too early to say there's no way for us to leave.
If you want to find a way out so bad, do it yourself. You're just gonna chicken out and run from the fight anyway, right? Oof. Now, settle down. I hate to see friends fighting. We're not friends yet.
It's your fault. We're all so on edge.
You've all been raised in different environments and had different life experiences, so naturally you all have your own values, your own priorities. Each one of you is as unique as a snowflake, and that's okay. We're all about diversity here. Everyone's unique, so no one's unique. A little difference of opinion now and then is inevitable.
Again, your fault that we even need to have this discussion.
Yeah.
Having said all that, no matter what your feelings on the matter, all of you are going to have to fight the invaders sooner or later. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war would decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While this school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future. But if the school falls, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you, and then they'll move on to your loved ones. Wife! Each one of you has something in your life worth fighting for. It only makes sense for you to work together to keep all of them safe. I can't have you wasting time or energy on pesky moral dilemmas. Clear your minds and banish all doubt from your hearts. As humanity's last line of defense against the invaders, you are about to become the very embodiment of hope. Oh god, it's hope and despair all over again. Hope? You've got to be kidding me. This is more like despair. It's in the same sentence now. Oh! You're forcing us to participate in this war without telling us the whole story behind it. Who knows what else you might be keeping from us? Saving humanity sounds like a worthy cause, but we've got no guarantee that's really what we'd be doing. Like, why does he want them all to fight before telling them? It's like as if he wants us to like sign the contract before he tells us like what the contract is about, you know? As for the thing we're supposed to protect, if it even exists, how do we know it's not actually something even more dangerous than the invaders? Not to mention the hemo anima. We know next to nothing about this weird power, and you want us to pump our bodies full of it? Until I get some answers, I'm not believing a single word that comes out of your mouth. We've been over this before, man. He said he'd only tell us if you guys agree to fight. And I can't agree to fight until I hear the whole truth. To be honest, both valid, but Eito makes more sense.
We're going around in circles so much it's making me dizzy.
Yeah, we won't make any progress like this. Alright, if it's the truth you want, that's what you'll get. I'll tell you everything. You're going to tell us? Just like that? I never meant to keep the truth from you all that long. From you for all that long. I was just using it as a bargaining chip to motivate you, but it looks like that plan backfired. At this point, I can only salvage your trust in me by giving you the full story. Oh, give me the full story. And you'll really tell us the truth, the whole truth. and nothing but the truth. Or at least, I'd like to. But this isn't the kind of decision I can make on my own. What say we table this discussion until tomorrow? Of course, of course. So there are more people involved in this than just you. We'll expect you to tell us about them too.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will. I'll run it past the higher-ups. If I tell them this is the best way to get you to fight, they'll probably go for it.
Oh.
Although I might have to talk to you individually instead of telling everyone all at once. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning and I'll let you know what the brass says.
Hey.
I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow, bright and early. Okay. With a cheery wave of his stubby little arms, Saray disappeared. He's like, I don't know what to think of him. It's like, is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? That little man. Huh. Never thought getting the truth out of him would be this easy.
But he still has to discuss it with the people in charge, right? He could come back tomorrow and say they shut the idea down.
I hope you're all ready. If we learn the truth tomorrow, you'll have no more excuses to stay on the sidelines.
No excuses?
We'll see what happens after we hear what Saray has to say. We can all talk it out and decide on the best course of action then. Yeah, you're right. We can't decide on anything until we know what's really going on. You're hilarious, Mr. Maruko. You clearly have no intention of fighting no matter what happens tomorrow.
Shut up! I bet you don't either.
With nothing more to discuss, we left the cafeteria and headed back to our rooms. Let's see. Tomorrow morning, Saray will tell us the whole truth. I can't even imagine what it might be. Who gathered us all here? What are we fighting for? I can only hope everything will make sense once we know that. Ding dong, bing bong.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
That little hat.
Well then, good night.
Good night. So there's a nighttime announcement too, just like in the morning one. I thought it would be a much longer road to learning the truth, but hopefully by this time tomorrow we'll know everything we need to know. It probably won't be the end of our problems, but it'll be a step forward. At any rate, there's no use worrying about it anymore today. I'll discuss it with the others once we've heard from Saray. For now, the only thing I can do is wait for tomorrow to come. With nothing else to do, I decided to call it a day. I got into bed and was soon fast asleep. Karua! Oh no! Wife, why are you crying, wife? Ow. What happened? What the hell?
Come on. Don't cry. If you keep crying like that, your daddy will get sad too. And he won't be able to go to heaven.
Oh. When her dad died. We were only in kindergarten back then. Karua's dad had just died. He and Karua were driving over to her mom's research lab when it happened. The car crash that changed her life. A security alert had sounded and suddenly people were scrambling around trying to get to the nearest shelter. Karua's dad swerved to avoid someone and, well, the car was almost entirely destroyed. Her dad leaned over from the driver's seat to shield her from the impact right at the last second. By some miracle, he made it in time, and Karua survived. Oh, no. But her father wasn't so lucky, but that's what a good parent would do, really. After the funeral, Karua was inconsolable. She just sat there and cried. There was nothing I could do.
My daddy's gone.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
I'll never see him again.
Karua? Don't cry anymore, okay? I know your daddy's gone, but I'll be your daddy from now on, so
Oh.
you don't have to be sad.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Takumi, you're too young for this. You're too young for this kink, alright?
You're too little, Taki.
There you go.
You can't be a daddy.
Nope, no, you can't.
Maybe, but I'm just glad you're okay, Karua. That your daddy protected you.
But I'm not okay. I got this big cut right across my tummy.
Oh no.
The doctors say it's gonna leave a scar. It'll never go away. Not even when I'm a grown-up. I bet no one will want to marry a girl with a big ugly scar like this.
Then, when we grow up, I'll marry you. By then, I won't be too little anymore.
Oh.
Huh?
Wife.
I'll marry you someday, Karua.
Oh my god.
Then you'll never have to be alone.
That's so precious.
I'll always be there to protect you.
Oh my god, it's better than being her daddy, jeez. You can be her daddy in bed after.
You'll protect me?
Yeah. Now that your daddy's gone, I'll keep you safe instead. So please, don't cry.
Let her cry, man. Why is it so... Why do people always say don't cry? No, cry, cry, let it all out.
Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Karua. No matter what. I promise.
Taki,
Tacky. So
thank
tacky.
you. I think I'm going to be all right now.
They're fucking adorable, though.
You promised. So you gotta do it. Okay?
That's right, I made a promise to protect Karua no matter what. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Karua safe, I have to keep fighting. And I'll fight. I have to fight. 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 Fight, 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 fight. I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat, and my heart was racing like I'd just woken up from a nightmare. No, not a nightmare. A memory. A childhood memory of Karua and me. I'd totally forgotten about that time. Why did I dream about it all of a sudden? I wonder what Karua's doing right now. She probably hasn't stopped worrying ever since I disappeared. That would be just like her. Come to think of it, what does everyone back in the residential complex think happened to me? Are they treating me as a missing person, or did they assume I died in that monster attack? I'll have to ask Saray about that too.
Huh?
Sheesh, I'm wide awake now, and I'm so sweaty. It's not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. Okay. Step outside. I got out of bed and slowly made my way toward the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. It's me. In spite of everything, I'm still me. Right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow, something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore. I wonder if this is a side effect from using hemoanima.
Who are you? I'm Takumi Sumino. Aren't I?
Do they lose their sense of identity the more they use the hemoanima? What if they transform into these monsters if they overuse it? Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I doing? This is stupid. Coming back to my senses, I turned away from the mirror and walked out the door. As soon as I got outside.
Whoa.
The scene that greeted me took my breath away.
I've heard of those. They're stars, right?
Yep. You got that right. The night sky far above my head was now dotted with countless glimmering pinpricks of light. The vastness, the endlessness of it all was almost terrifying, but in a way, it was beautiful too. It inspired a sense of awe in me I've never felt before.
I wonder what Karawa would say if she saw this.
As I stood there wondering, my gaze was drawn to a different, larger light in the sky. The moon!
It looks so close.
The moon!
Is that another planet?
No, not a planet. A different kind of celestial body. I'm sure I read about it once. A big chunk of rock orbiting the Earth, visible to the naked eye. What was it called again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Is that... Huh? All of a sudden, I felt like I wasn't alone. I spun around to see who was there. Ah! What the hell? Who's this? Who? You're on fire! No, not quite. It wasn't a person, more like a burning, flickering apparition in the shape of a young man. A fire with a mind of its own. Not just any fire either. They were undying flames.
What the?
What the fuck? The way its mouth is moving. Is it... Why it? Is it talking? I can't hear a thing though.
What is it? What are you trying to tell me?
The thing seemed to hear me okay, but my question seemed to upset it. A look of profound sorrow passed over its fiery features. Sorrow? What the hell? What happened? What was that? Next moment, it disappeared into thin air. What the fuck? What is going on? There's something sinister going on. Huh? What just happened? What was that? Don't tell me. Was that a ghost? Ghost or not, it had definitely been trying to communicate with me. But what was it trying to say? And why? Vainly trying to comprehend what I'd seen and what it all meant, I just stood there, dumbfounded. It was a while before I could even bring myself to move from that spot. What the fuck? In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep the rest of the night. I just sat in bed, waiting for the morning announcement. Ding dong bing bong.
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine!
Later. Another day. Alright. So that's it for today. Things are picking up for sure. And a lot more questions. Like, what the fuck was that thing at the end, man? And he said he called it a thing, not even like a person, but it looked like a person on fire. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am enjoying this game a lot. Like, it's really giving me the Danganronpa vibes that I've been craving. So yeah, I'll for sure be continuing. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.